Previously, on the actual players.
My name's PJ.
You know what, PJ? I think you and I have more in common than I thought.
Oh my god, do you want to be friends?
You two following?
Oh no, he knew we were following him. We're bad at this. Oh, dang it.
As they're kind of unloading all of the luggage, a group of people all wearing these black hoods kind of come out of nowhere and start grabbing cargo and trying to haul ass with it. I need someone to help me track down that cargo. Deltret would not be very happy about that.
He's made a bad impression to start with. So, Silax. Who were the guys in the black cloaks?
They're a fairly new organization that has popped up around here. They call themselves the Syndicate of Schis. I'm not really sure what's in the crates, but they are from Oblivico. So they're probably some sort of weapons or technology for the Empire.
Listen is going
Yep.
to try to do a quick grapple.
I'm pulling my gun and I've put it right underneath his chin. Color pretty one more time.
There is a human woman wearing one of these black cloaks. Nice to meet you. I'm Nivessa.
Have you heard of Ladassa?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, it should.
Should it?
That bitch is scary.
Scarier than me.
Yes.
Scarier than Deltret.
Yes.
No.
Without another word, Deltret ends the call, turns around to his crew, says, "Set a course for Ladassa." Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Actual Players. My name is Tyler Lewis Wardle, and I will be the DM for this series, and these are the other actual players.
Preston.
Stephanie.
Kristen.
If you want to support the show, you can go to our PayPal link in the description of the YouTube video and donate to our show, or you can also go to our Redbubble if you want to check out our merch. We have shirts with our logo, other shirts, hats, journals, stickers, lots of stuff. So go check that out. But without further ado, let's get on with the show. Okay, so when last we left our newly acquainted heroes, you all had just arrived on the jungle moon Ladassa, where you were very quickly assigned to track down some cargo that was stolen off of the ship that you arrived on. This cargo was created by Oblivico, and you would know that Oblivico is a company that makes everything from technology, including the communicators that you have on your wrists, and they also make toys and clothing and everything else under the sun. Most ominously, as Silax Ven, a crooked Imperial agent, told you all, they make weapons and technology for the Empire, and he seems to believe that this cargo was that. You are now headed into Black Glass Falls, which is an underground civilization filled with criminals, smugglers, rebels, and other general undesirables of Ladassa. And you are headed to the Syndicate of Schis warehouse to track down this cargo. So what does it look like as you guys are all walking into Black Glass Falls? What are you doing? Are you trying to be stealthy about this?
This is our return, correct?
This is headed to the warehouse. Yeah,
Right,
returning
returning
to
to-
Black Glass Falls, yes.
They're probably in tow behind me, because again, I've probably mentioned to them already once that we're going back to the place we were originally at. I expect you all to act with some decorum that's expected in a place like this. So don't start asking questions. I expose my blaster on my hip, pull my duster back a little bit, take my hat, pull it down just a little bit more over my brow, so my eyes glare out from underneath, and then I look at I look at you two and motion to do the same.
Ellison, now being an old pro at this like seedy underbelly, pulls her. She sort of like flattens her ears down, just a little. I mean, genuinely a little unhappy, and then pulls her hood up over her head to make herself look slightly less cat-like, but her tail is still definitely just like a little fuzzed out, right? So she's a little unhappy.
PJ is just gonna salute Mo and say, "Aye, aye, Captain. I'll follow your lead." Zoop. I don't have a cloak though, so I hope it's okay that I look like this.
All right, Ellison's gonna grab her sash that she has around her, which is of course this like really vibrant blue, and is going to sort of drape it gently over PJ's head to be like, "There you go.
I'm in disguise. Zzz. You'll never see me coming." And then I'm just gonna like circle around the gang with my scarf flowing like hair behind me.
While all that's happening, I roll my eyes. I play with the negator on the side of my pistol and I walk off grumbling.
Oh, not without us, Captain.
Yeah, we will follow. Nice, close, but Ellison's gonna try to like keep her head down a little bit and try to give everybody like a little bit of a side-eye glare, Give them a little bit of a nasty look from underneath her hood.
They return that nasty look to you for sure.
It's like I'm fitting in.
You're one of them. It's so cute. The crates that you were tracking had tracking?
Yeah, it's a little tracker thing.
Yeah, they had a tracker within the crate, so you know exactly where you're headed, and you approach the warehouse.
Okay.
What's the move? How are you guys approaching this?
Any ideas, Captain?
So somebody should probably try to get an inside look before we take our favorite robot friend in.
Yeah. What does it look like? What does the warehouse look like? What are we standing in front of?
It's a pretty simple 2-story building. It's like rectangular. There's a few windows, but not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You suspect that inside it will be pretty dim, especially given that you're underground.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that there's a window there, I'm going to try to sneak my way up, just sort of take things into my own hands for a moment, try to sneak my way up to the window and see if I can get a look inside.
Sure. Make a stealth check.
Okay.
And you have a climbing speed, right?
Yeah, that's a 7.
Oh, good.
Yay! First roll!
First roll
Off to
of
a
the
great
night.
Start.
Great.
So as you start, Mo's like, finally somebody else is taking the initiative here, and then watches you just.
Can I? Here's what
Crappily.
happens: is that I stub my toe, and you just hear this loud like howl from like a cat, little like meow.
Oh no.
I reach for my blaster and half pull it out. I'm like, oh my god, and I holster it back in.
Do you need a healing word?
No.
Oh,
I'm okay.
great.
But I am still heading to the window, so even if it's not stealthy, I'm still gonna try to sneak my little cat head around and take a look inside.
Sure. Would you also make a perception check?
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast guidance?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. I'm gonna cast guidance on Ellison.
And that allows me to add a D4, right?
I'm double checking.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see if I need it. Well, that's gonna be an 18. So I'll go ahead and let that stand, but I'll hold on to that guidance because
Okay,
that
great.
lasts for a while, right?
Yeah. You get 1d4 to any ability check, for 1 minute.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll still stick with my.
You might need it in the next minute. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's
who
a
knows?
cantrip. I can cast it a lot. Don't worry about it.
Yay. Okay.
Okay. So climbing up the side of the building, you are able to get to one of the windows and looking into the warehouse. It's not very full. There are crates and barrels throughout. And what was that roll? An 18?
An 18.
With an 18, I will say across the warehouse, you spot one barrel in particular is bright red, and on the top is marked with a symbol that signifies that it's explosive. You also notice that there is a staircase leading up to like a little balcony on one side. Inside,
Exactly like that.
yes, it looks exactly like that. Not me peeking at it the whole time I was trying to describe it. You also notice that there are several of the black cloaked figures that you saw stealing the crates are kind of about in the warehouse, not seeming to be doing anything particularly right now. They're just kind of like downtime.
Okay. How many black cloak figures do I see?
You see 3 of them.
But
Yes.
there could be more. Okay,
Yes.
so I see at least 3. Okay.
At least 3.
Alright, I'm gonna try to sneak my way, actually stealthily this time, back down the building, watching out for the place where I stubbed my toe before.
Make another stealth check.
Oh god. Okay, alright.
Guidance.
Don't fail me. Oh yeah, and I will use that guidance if I need it. That's gonna be a non-natural 21.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you definitely avoid stubbing your toe again. You make it down the building and you make it back to your friends.
Okay, right. I'm gonna come up, just gently rub my toe as I walk up to them and just like, okay, so I saw about 3 people in there, and unfortunately some barrel that looked very explosive. It was bright red, had a flame on top. That's universal code for shoot me with fire, and I go,
I would agree. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Good.
So
Makes
I
your
don't.
job a little bit easier.
Oh, so are we planning on? That seems like something we should avoid doing.
Oh, right.
But I mean,
I mean,
you're the professional.
if we're avoid doing it in respect to making it aware they're here, but using it as a distraction, that's an entirely different thing.
It would be a good getaway distraction.
Okay.
Especially with this little one.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
Ellison just reaches over and pats PJ on the head gently.
Thank you.
Oh, I love him. Okay, so how do we want to do this?
We're gonna set. What I'm thinking is this: we're gonna approach this 3-pronged measure. One of us goes around the back. One of us goes. We need to scout the sides to make sure there are no other entrances in any way. Once that happens, we can ensure that we can send somebody in the front. We can send somebody on the side entrance, or maybe if you don't stub a toe or anything, you can climb up the side, get in through a window, and then I can hit the back. That way, we have everybody looking in 3 different directions. We can take them by surprise. Then, if we're in 3 different directions, we can utilize the fire barrel to add a 4th distraction that completely obliterates any type of possible retaliation.
Okay.
This sounds like fun.
Sounds like a plan. All right, so I guess I will use my cat stealth to.
Your cat-like grace.
Thank you. Yes, my cat-like grace. To make a quick little circuit of the building and try to see if I can't count how many entrances there are.
Sure. So, as you do so, you notice that there is a front door that is a double door, is facing out onto the street, is generally very visible. There is also a smaller door around when you're facing it, the left side of the building, that is the back door, and then those are the only 2 doors, and then there are several windows.
Okay, all right, so I'm going to come back and relay all of that to Mo.
Okay. Well, if we think about this, we can either use the plan that I discussed, if you all feel comfortable with that, but if we're thinking about the group that we're attacking, this group wants to stay unaware. And the back alley exit is a place where if we go in, if we make our break there, that keeps them from utilizing any secret maneuvers out, because again, they want to stay hidden. They would have to use the front, meaning that they would be exposed to anybody who can see anybody coming out of the front. And so that becomes another utilization point, or a weakness for them, because they want to keep, of course, all their little secrets hidden. So, since I have probably the most experience dealing with any of this, I'm going to take the back. You can take the front.
Okay.
Reason you're taking the front is because you're going to make a lot of commotion and distraction, knowing you. And then you can either take the front or the back with me, or try the side.
Okay. So I saw that there was this little like pathway up here. Were there any windows along
Yes,
there?
there's a window about here on either side.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to go in the window that is by the staircase.
Okay.
So I'm going to go in the back. You're going up the side. You're staying in the front.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to stealth my way up the side.
Okay.
All right, should I wait for like a code word or something, or should I just start with a distraction once I open the door?
I really hope I'm not going to accidentally explode myself with that barrel, but I think I'll be okay. Does anybody know how wide an explosion a barrel gives?
I guess we know.
It'll be pretty wide.
He would know. But so
okay, I'm taking from your eyeballs that maybe I should pick a different window.
What do you mean?
Okay, yeah. So Ellison having a moment where she kind of is like, wait a second, that's really close to the barrel. I'm actually going to try to go in one of the windows that's over on this side instead, or on this side of the building.
Okay. On the ground floor?
Yes. Yeah, and it'll put me right near the barrels too.
Are you deciding that away from the group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
Thinking
haven't walked
about
away
that.
from you yet. So
Okay, great.
we don't know much about these people other than they want to keep things hidden. So I don't know if I don't have a lot of intel on them, so I can't answer your question.
That's fair.
But what I think would be helpful is you being in the front and making a potential distraction, or if you hear things going bad and I say,
Well, here actually is my question. Do you want them to come out towards me or out towards you?
I'd rather them come out towards you,
Okay.
not me.
I can do that.
So if we blow up I don't know what the inside looks like yet. Okay, so I'm gonna walk to the back now. So word for an explosion, shoot the barrel, and I walk away.
Good code word.
Yep.
PJ doesn't laugh, but they're like, okay.
Okay, all right. Well, because I'm on the same side of the building as Ricker, I can make eye contact with him and just quietly mouth, too close to a barrel. This is farther from the barrel. And I'm going to give you a little kitty thumbs up. It's just like you just see my claw just pop out the top.
Ricker, yeah, he can't say anything. He's not saying anything out loud, but what he's thinking is, yeah, definitely don't singe that pretty fur, huh? And just keeps walking and goes to the back door and then just kicks the door in and pulling out his pistol and points it right at the barrel and says, and just yells, if anybody wants to die, now's a good time.
All right, okay. Ellison, I guess, is going to try to stealth her way in through the window while he's making this distraction. So can I go with him?
These doors open. Yay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
so elaborate.
That was
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Wait. You didn't want to come down near a barrel, but you're right next to a barrel?
Is there another barrel over there?
there's a.
Oh, I
right
couldn't.
there.
I
You
cannot
only
see
saw
that.
one through the window.
Yeah.
But
Okay. But Ellison's
Okay,
definitely
I will
gonna
say
make
both
sense.
of you now inside the building, you can see that there are, I believe, 4 of those barrels. I lied, 3. There are 3 of those barrels throughout the warehouse on different sides of the building.
Okay. I rolled an 18, by the way, for my stealth.
Okay.
And Ellison is gonna come in very quiet and then look at the barrel, and just her eyes are just gonna go real wide.
Good. So cool. We're going right into this, kicking the door down. Great. Love that for me. Another figure appears up on the balcony looking over. It's an orc. He is wearing a cloak similar to the others, but he looks a little more official, and he is holding match directly above the explosive barrel, ready to drop it.
Okay, so with this, we get a surprise round, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so my eyes glance up at the orc, and then I shoot the explosive barrel.
Roll for initiative while I destroy my nice, beautiful map that I worked so hard on.
Specifically the part that you're the most proud of.
Yes, exactly.
I'll get my natural 20 now.
Alright.
Ugh.
It's gonna be a 17.
Same.
Oh my god,
Okay,
same.
that-
Wait, really? Did we all?
Natural 17.
Wow.
Everyone rolled a
17?
17?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
so what is
yeah.
everyone's dexterity, not modifier, but your dexterity score?
17.
Mine's 16.
9.
Okay, so
Okay.
Ellison.
Me last.
So it's Ellison, then Mo, then PJ, then the entire syndicate.
Okay.
Wow. We get
Yay.
2 rounds back to back.
So,
You have to take it. You get a surprise round 2 if you want.
Yes. Okay. So.
I'm also not counting that as your surprise round. The barrel.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you a surprise round in addition to that.
so I
We're
get
gonna say the
3 moves?
barrel. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So this barrel has just exploded. The balcony has come tumbling down. Ellison, you are standing directly next to another one of these barrels. You also, directly to your right, notice that the 3 crates that are stacked there all are branded with the Oblivico logo. You just happen to be standing right next to them.
Okay, and also they're next to an explosive barrel.
Also next to an
So-
explosive barrel.
Okay, so keeping people away from that is going to be probably a good idea. But I'm also going to notice that we don't have a PJ. So can I look at the door and see what's going on there?
Yeah, so the front door, you notice there is a thick piece of wood that has been, the door is boarded up.
Such a thick piece of wood that it would perhaps take a strength check to remove it. No?
Really just, let's say that would be an action to do,
Okay, alright.
but no strength check required.
Well, it is a surprise round. So, I might as well. I'm still stealth. So I'm going to make use of my stealth to maneuver my way over and open up that door.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming is going to instantly ruin myself, which is fine.
Yes. So you go around the back behind the crates over to the front door and you are able to remove that piece of wood.
Okay, alright, cool. And then I guess I'll just sort of like do a little back kick to be like, kind of kick the door open a little bit.
Alright, awesome.
You hit PJ with it. Ow!
PJ gets hit in the face. Super cute. So, Mo, you are up. You are standing by the back door. Can I also, before you do this turn, can I get you to make a dexterity saving throw since you were standing directly next to the balcony that fell?
Sure.
Shut up.
That's
We're
a
recording.
21.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're set. So what would you like to do?
So I'm going to run
Okay.
at this guy, who is. Well, no, actually, I'm going to run and duck behind one of the crates.
Okay.
I really want to run. I want to kick. What I really want to do is run at the red barrel, kick it, and roll it into the center, and use that as a second explosion. So that's really what I want to do.
Let's make that a straight dexterity check to aim it in the right direction.
Okay.
As you kick it.
That's a. So not adding this.
No, yes, adding that. Your
Okay,
dexterity.
so that's a 16.
Okay. With a 16, you kick the barrel and it just rolls perfectly to the center of the room, right next to this guy.
Okay. Are we counting that as an attack or no?
We'll say that's your bonus action.
That's a bonus action? Okay. So I'm going to shoot that second barrel behind that guy now.
So then he's going to make a dexterity saving throw. Hi, welcome.
Oh.
That is so nice of you. He is going to roll really well on that dexterity saving throw.
Jesus, this guy and
He is going to
explosions.
take half damage, and he is. Oh, hello.
Just as I said, he wouldn't get on the table.
That was really
That's
funny.
so nice of you.
We love surprise cat.
Oh my goodness.
So he's going to take half damage. So he's going to take 2 fire damage.
This man really might be fireproof.
Yeah, he's wearing a thick fireproof outfit. It's cute. Cool. So Mo has kicked that barrel over there and blown it up. Oh, I should remove the barrel because it's exploded. Is that it for your surprise round? Do you want to move any more, or are you comfortable behind the crate?
I'm gonna I'm gonna keep, since there's nothing around, I'm gonna glance around. There's nothing around me for that I see could be used against me right now. So I'm gonna hunker below that crate, hopefully giving me like half cover or whatever. So that would be a +2 to my armor class. Yeah, +2, +1, +2 to my armor class, and then just hang out right there.
Sure. So then, over by the front, Ellison has just kicked open that door, and PJ, you are standing outside. What would you like to do?
Yes. As I'm standing outside, and then I see that the door I was trying to get through that was not wanting to budge finally is open. I'm like, oh, good. Okay. Distraction. How do I get them to notice me? Okay. I'm going to cast. Okay. I'm gonna cast Command on the orc.
Cool. How are you commanding him?
He does have to make a wisdom save. 1 second. I'm looking up the rules of command. My
So
computer.
14. What's your?
My spell save DC is 13, so you have to beat
You
13.
rolled a 14.
Can I retroactively cast guidance on myself?
Retroactively.
That's not how guidance
My
works.
God.
It's really not.
That's rough. Okay. I said, stop it!
And then he just continues. He's like also laying in rubble prone. So he's like trying to get up, and you say that, and he's just like,
Stay! Yeah, that's what I meant. You're welcome, everybody.
Ellison gets just a tad more concerned. Just a touch further.
Command is an action, so that's all I got. Does anybody
wanna-
need?
move.
Well, I was gonna say, did anybody want anything? Anybody need anything?
I mean, is guidance an action or a bonus action?
It's an action.
Ah,
Yeah.
I guess that's what limits it. Because
Yeah.
otherwise you would be just
Guidance.
Yeah.
Good.
But I do have Sanctuary, Shield of Faith, War Healing Word, which is all bonus actions. If anybody needs them.
Who
Mike.
else?
Anybody want to bonus to their AC or I don't think Ellison has attacked anybody, so Sanctuary might work for you.
But I was going to attack somebody on the next turn.
Oh, never mind.
So, yeah, and because this is the end of our surprise round, we get the normal round of combat next, yeah.
And I'm not gonna waste a spell slot. Go for it.
To punch somebody in the face. Although, what is your AC? Because you can do Shield of Faith on yourself, right?
I can, yes. My AC is 13 because I just use my skin.
Oh, good.
I mean,
Maybe.
my
Shell?
shell,
Yeah.
my exoskeleton.
Maybe a quick old Shield of Faith on the old exoskeleton.
Nah, I've got 9 HP. What could hurt?
Oh no, level
What
1.
could possibly go
What could go wrong?
Anyway, we're all rolling new characters.
Yeah, everyone think about your backup character.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Ricker's gonna pull through.
so with PJ's turn done, that's the end of your surprise round, and we're gonna go back up to the top to Ellison.
Okay, alright, so Ellison, getting the sense that maybe these guys aren't very nice, is going to try to give a little tackaroony on this dude right here.
Sure.
It's so super close to her. So I'm going to try to just sort of give this guy a nice little punch right into the chest to see if I can, I mean, I can't knock him back. That's not an ability I have yet, but it will make it. It will hurt.
It will hurt.
Okay, so that's gonna be an 11.
11 does not hit.
11.
11 does not hit.
Okay, alright. Well, seeing this guy dodge that, I am going to use my bonus attack, and so I am going to try to follow that punch up with a nice little kick from the side that he might not see coming. That is going to be a 21.
A 21 definitely works, yeah.
Okay, alright, cool. So that is going to be 8d6. And so that does 7 damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
He thought he got me when he dodged that first attack. He didn't see the foot coming right at his face.
Yeah. You distracted him.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's it for you?
Yeah, because I don't have anything else. If I move away, I'm assuming that's opportunity attack zone, right?
Yep.
Okay, so guess what? It's just me and him. And I'm just like,
You're ready.
yeah, tail fully fluffy.
Fluffy tail. And it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to look at both of these guys in the center and then think, well, one of them he must have taken some hits from the explosive barrel. I don't know how he's not down. And then the orc who's down is going to be an easy shot. So I'm going to shoot the orc who's down.
You would have disadvantage though because it's prone.
Oh, is it? I thought that you got advantage on prone enemies, but is it
I think
disadvantage
it's
for a ranged
for
attack?
ranged attacks you get.
Oh,
disadvantage.
yeah, okay. Well, I've already decided that, so that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, awesome. You have advantage if you're standing right next to them, otherwise you have to
Both exactly the same numbers. I was looking for that, so that's going to be 13 plus 3.
Okay, that is going to hit. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I shoot him. That will be 6 damage.
Okay, sounds good. So you shoot the prone orc. He is like just barely gonna get himself up, and you shoot him, and he falls back down.
Mm-hmm.
One-liner?
As your bonus action, would you
no,
like to
I
say
just-
something cool?
I'm just thinking, like, internally I'm thinking, wait a minute, this guy was trying to explode that barrel, meaning maybe he's not actually a bad guy. Well, can't trust anything. And I'm just gonna keep moving between a few of the different guys, keeping everybody back. I'm gonna duck back down. Because I'm level 1, I'm out of turns. I'm not gonna do anything else for my bonus action. You know what? No, I am. I'm actually going to run and roll over behind here.
Okay.
And then this will be full cover if I'm being shot at, so that would be a +4 to my AC.
That's good. So that is Mo's turn, and we're back to PJ.
Yay, it's me again to do stuff. I'm going to move forward. 5, 10, right there next to Ellison. And then I'm gonna be like, I didn't get this far in the plans. And then I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame. So I think he has them on this little guy. He does have to make a dexterity save, but I'm checking to see again the details of the spell.
No, that's a 2. That's a fail for sure.
Oh yay! I get a hit.
Did
Yay!
something.
I did something,
I
everyone.
feel like Sacred Flame so rarely hits. It's very satisfying.
Yeah, it's very exciting, especially when you're level 1 and that's your only attack spell. A beautiful sparkling moonbeam shines brightly into his eyeballs, and he takes 1d8 radiant damage.
Sure. Roll that 1d8 for me.
I can't see it.
That's 3.
Oh, okay. 3 plus. That's it, I think.
Just 3.
3 plus. Oh no, 5.
5?
Mhm.
Okay.
3 plus
awesome.
5.
Wait, 3 plus 5?
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a pretty nice model, right?
With the.
Okay, that guy is looking rough right now compared to the other ones.
What do you
So
think? Even the guy that I did.
Even the guy who was
damage to?
exploded by 2
that
fire
guy's
barrels.
actually doing great. He's
I don't understand. I yell, fire barrels are useless. Just don't use them.
I could have told you that. It was Oblivico. That crap is actual crap.
Oh no. So the Syndicate is gonna go now. So this guy is gonna use half of his movement to stand up. The orc, he is then, I don't think he can make it to anybody, so that's a cute development for me. He's just gonna run over here because that's as far as he can make it. This guy is gonna run up to PJ because you've just hit him, and he's going to attack. That is not going to hit.
Watch the faceplate.
Cool. This guy is going to run over towards the back door to circumvent your cover.
Okay.
And he's going to try to... I need a second d20. He's going to take out 2 little pistols and just pew pew.
Yeah.
He's got guns too?
He's got guns too. They all got gunslingers.
Oh, no.
What is your armor class? Does a 13 hit you?
13 would hit at me. Yeah.
So one of those is going to hit. The other one is going to hit the crate in front of you.
Okay.
And that's 3 damage.
Alright.
And then what else? This guy is going to attack Ellison.
Yep.
And he's just gonna... He rolled a 1, so that's not gonna do it. So that's them.
He trips, falls, and breaks his nose.
Yeah, it's,
He's just
it's super embarrassing.
He's so overcome by just how gorgeous she is.
He's like never seen a
That
Nayaki
pelt is
before.
real nice, you're right.
Oh, what a shiny pelt that kitty has.
Okay, all right.
Wearing that one as a coat.
I regret making
Gotta
that
cut
joke
the tail
now.
off, though.
I don't like that at all. So then we're back up to the top with Ellison.
Okay, all right. Well, Ellison feels a little bad attacking this guy now, seeing that he's really not a great fighter. But you know what? Sometimes a man just needs to go down.
He's trying his best.
So she is going to try to take a nice little, like, you know, if you just like slap somebody across the side of the head, where just like how leaves her ears ringing. She's gonna go for one of those. But it'll feel slightly nicer because it's a cat paw. But it's still gonna fucking hurt.
Mo sees out of the corner because he now has a pretty good vantage view. He has a pretty good vantage point on this. He sees you hesitate a little bit and he yells, "Hit that, you fucking!" And then he pauses and you hear the word "cat" beginning to come out of his mouth, but he says, "Person, just hit him!"
Okay, well, because that distracted Ellison, she pulled back a little too far because it got an 11.
That's not gonna do it.
And so then I'm just gonna try, having missed that one, I'm gonna try to go for a gut punch with my bonus attack here. So let's hope that one hits. That's going to be a 12.
A 12 also does not do it.
Oh, gosh dang it.
Ellison's
Okay.
off her game right now.
Yeah,
Do you want one of
well,
my
you know
metal
what?
dice?
We need a hump.
Do you want one of my metal dice?
You know, like, seriously, this thing, it's about to, you know what, we're gonna switch over to the fancy boy. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch to the fancy boy. This guy is in jail. Think about what you've done.
Bad.
Okay, well then, in that case, Ellison is just going to try to, like, put her ears back and hiss at him. Yeah,
Make
so...
an intimidation check.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Not with that boy. What is my intimidation? I'm so used to playing, like, characters who know better. Okay, alright, it's just straight. That is gonna be a 5. Okay,
It's
I'm gonna try
not
using
a very
one of these.
intimidating
Level
hiss
1
at all.
is really, it's humbling.
You
It's
know,
a humbling
it really
experience.
is. Okay, we're gonna see if this treats me better. This is the moment in which Ellison shouts out, "I've never actually been in a fight before."
You can hear Mo grind his teeth as he's like pulling on his shoulder where he got hit. You can just hear him grinding his teeth and just mumbling to himself, just grumbling. He's angry. He cannot believe what he just heard.
Deep breath,
You're gonna
Mo.
fucking die. You can hear his little pistol as he reloads it.
Deep breath.
Training is not fighting.
I hear your heart rate elevating.
With that note, it is now Mo's turn.
Okay, Mo, pissed off at the guy who shot him, is going to respond with a blast at him from an Excimer pistol as well.
Sure.
It's a natural 20.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that's gonna critical hit too, so
Yeah.
use 2 damage dice.
There would be 3, so 6, 9.
This guy
Nice.
is looking awful. Like, you could just give him a push and he'll fall over.
So yeah, Mo's actually very pissed off, so he's going to begin walking at the guy. Mo loses his temper a little bit. He's gotten pretty close, and the pistol is just like, it's close to his chest.
Point blank.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So then, PJ, you're up.
It's me! I am going to take out my sickle and my dagger and just stab this guy twice if I can. One action,
Sure.
one bonus action.
Sure.
So,
Ellison's like, "Where did those come from?" from?
My trunk! Where everything comes from.
Some gold just falls out.
Alright. So, first roll was an 18 plus 2 to hit.
Absolutely.
So that's a dirty 20. Second one is a 16 plus 2 to hit. So that's a dirty 18.
Yeah, also works.
Yay!
Can I use that dice next time?
Yeah, my bad luck dice. There you go. And then it's 1d4 for both. So 3, 4, 5.
And that will do it for him. So that Syndicate operative falls to the ground. Are you trying to not kill him? Or are you going for blood?
Oh no, PJ's eye is red. He's
Then-
Mo. I follow Mo's lead.
In that case, you slit his throat, blood goes everywhere.
Yeah, his one little eye is
TJ
just
is
red.
covered in blood.
I did it! I did it, Mo!
Mo, hearing that, he just like yells, still looking at this guy in front of him, yells, "Take an example, cat! Fucking kill him!"
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh no.
Ellison is feeling very stressed.
Cool. So, this guy that Mo is up in melee range with
Yeah.
is going to disengage and try to get the fuck out of there through the back door.
I don't get an attack of opportunity, do I?
Not if he disengages.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's running. He runs right out the door. This guy over here with Ellison is going to try to attack Ellison once again. And that's a 15. What's your armor class?
16.
That doesn't do it.
Hard to
Cool.
hit once.
Yeah, so Ellison is just like dodging back and forth and is so nimble that he just like can't get a hit in. The orc, who has just gotten himself up off of the ground and is heading towards you guys, he pulls his sleeves back, revealing that he has these iron knuckles. He slams them together and electricity buzzes across both of them.
Great.
He is going to... Can he make it to Mo? Yes, he can. So he's going to run right over to Mo, and he's just going to head in with both of those, one right after the other.
Okay.
Okay. That's 16 to hit for one of them.
Yeah.
So that one hits, and then the other one's an 11. I don't think that works.
No.
Okay, great. So then that's going to be 6 lightning damage.
6 lightning damage?
6 lightning damage.
Ouch. I've got 2 left.
Ooh, ow. Cool. And that's everybody? That's everybody! Level 1. Woo! Cool. So then we're going to be back up to the top of that.
Okay. Alright, so now Ellison, having all of these little voices chattering at her, having heard the sounds of a man get his throat cut behind her, is just gonna be like, ugh, and she's gonna bring her claws out, and she's gonna try to go for a clawed strike right across his face.
Alright.
And I swear to God, if you fail me, if I roll another goddamn 6, that's gonna be another 12.
12 does not do it.
okay.
You have rounded edges.
Huh?
Your dice hits the edge and then re-rolls. You're technically rolling your dice twice.
Okay, so let me try using this thing. Okay, so having missed that one, then I'm actually gonna try going for the other claw. Just right?
Yeah.
And that one's gonna be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 will do it for sure.
Thank God. Okay. All right. So now this is gonna be slashing damage. It is going to be a 6. You can take 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yeah.
That is it for him. Are you
Okay.
going for lethal damage?
No, non-lethal.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
But it is definitely gonna hurt.
So you hit him so hard that he falls unconscious, and he also just has gashes across his face from your claws.
Oh, that's an origin story.
Oh yeah, you know what? We may see this guy later on, right? Yeah. So now Ellison has some blood dripping from her claws, and she doesn't know how she feels about this.
She's just looking at her bloody paws.
But she can't think about it yet. So going to start eyeing up this dude over here. So I'm gonna move myself right here, but not super close yet.
Sure.
Gonna
Oh,
wait.
and this guy's down.
Yeah.
Cool. So then up next is going to be Mo, and you are in melee with the orc.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, are we allowed to like strategize above the table? Because I have healing word, so that's what it's gonna do to you next.
Yeah, and I have a healer's kit too, so if we really need it, I can also try to get in close enough to get you the healer's kit.
Understood.
So yeah, you're not gonna die, Mo.
Yeah.
You're not gonna die
Mo's
on me.
not. Mo's been in a few scrapes. He's not too worried about dying. But yes, that's all very helpful. Mo's a cranky guy. He usually does this stuff by himself. So, speaking of the DM, those crates were stolen by these guys.
Yes,
They
the ones
made-
from Oblivico.
They made it where they wanted those crates badly. It seemed like they were willing to risk their life to get these crates to get them back here.
But it is very suspicious how easy it was to get in and blow this place halfway. You know.
Yes. So Mo is going to take a risk, and he's going to point his pistol at one of the crates and say, "Hit me again, and I'll destroy what's ever in this." And he's going to talk to the person. He's not going to use an action yet.
Do me a favor. Make an intimidation check,
Okay.
and you can do that with advantage.
Wow. Well, with a -1.
Yes, because I'm standing there with my sickle and dagger covered in blood, just
That's a 12. So that'll be a. There was an 18. That's -1, so it's a 17.
Okay. With a 17, you can see the orc's eyes get wider, and he is still in the throes of like trying to fight you, but he just hesitates and doesn't go in for that punch as he sees you do that.
I'm just gonna hold the pistol. I'm just gonna gently lean and touch the muzzle against the tip of the crate, and pull back the exciter, and just watch.
You can see as he's practically holding his breath at this point.
Okay. And so I'm thinking that all fighting has stopped. So I'm guessing we're out of combat.
Yeah, this guy has escaped. These two are unconscious, and the orc is not attacking as long as you have your gun on that crate.
No, one is unconscious. The other one is dead.
Oh yeah, the other one is fucking dead. I forgot. Yeah.
Ripped guts spewed all over
Thank
the ground.
you for correcting me on that. One of them is unconscious.
Like just gurgling.
I was
in it.
following your lead, Captain.
You did a great job. Anyways,
Thanks.
so I'm gonna look at I'm gonna now that we're out of combat. Why do you want these? How do I leave out of here with one of these, or at least two of these? Do you need is there? What are you doing? Why are you bothering me? Why is this? Why is any of this happening? And what are you doing attacking an entire starport?
I don't make the orders. I just follow them.
Should I command him to tell us the truth, Captain?
So Mo's like, not yet, little one, and you can hear you can hear Mo increasing the tension on the spring of his trigger.
Can I cast thaumaturgy to make Mo's eyes glow red and the crack of the click into place of the little revolver really loud and echo throughout the room to scare this orc? Thaumaturgy.
Okay, so Mo just feels something, of course, trickle through him, and he doesn't know what's happening, but he's assuming that one of these two
probably doing
doofuses are
something.
doing something.
You hear the
So Mo then he's not one to talk. He's good at threats, but he's not one to get information. He usually pries the information out of people. So instead, he falls back to his old ways of doing that, rather than trying to be diplomatic. Because he tried doing a little bit more diplomacy, and it just didn't work. He heard him stumble through words. So instead, he says, "One last try. Who you getting your orders from? What's in the crates?"
While this is happening, by the way, Ellison is going to get within grapple range of the orc if need be. I'm just going to sort of gently maneuver myself right
Sneaking around the back of them.
here.
I have to
just
concentrate on
in
thaumaturgy,
case.
so busy.
Busy.
I feel like if we look over, you'd see a little loading symbol around PJ's eye.
PJ's one eye is just, yeah. So the orc looks at you. You can still tell he's like on edge, practically holding his breath. And he says, "My orders come from Nevessa Talon."
God.
What's in the crates? You didn't answer both. I asked two. You answered 1.
2 of them filled with junk. Probably we'll sell it off, make some money for supplies. His eyes go back to the one that you're pointing at.
Mm-hmm.
He says, one of them was what we were looking for.
Mo, again, Mo's not a diplomacy person, so after that, all Mo is thinking, I have to kill the orc because we need this. So he's just Mo before doing, like, you can see in Mo's eyes he's thinking this through. It's not just him now. It's taken him this much time to figure out that this cute little robot who absolutely just eviscerated this person on the ground. You who are learning your ability to what Mo would consider kung fu shit. Mo's like, okay, it's not just me. If I just blast this orc here, we have that lady after us. If we get this crate and bring it back, then we have at least some maneuverability if we're trying to make sure that we have protections. So Mo, he doesn't lessen the pistol at all. His fingers still tense on it, but he glances at both of you for help because he doesn't want to just kill this guy because that would incite that one lady.
Awaiting orders, Captain. I have command if needed.
Yeah, I think that, like, Ellison is very unsure of what to do, but still feels like this is a very tense situation. And so she's going to make a snap decision, which may or may not be right. But she's going to attempt to grapple the orc.
Could I ask a question?
Sure.
If I were to cast command, hold on. Oh my goodness.
With Mo having experience to just in firefights before, he's gonna see her moving. He's just gonna assume that he knows what she's doing. And so he's going to ready his pistol that's already cocked and pulled to swing it around. If it messes up, he's gonna swing it around and just
Fire.
skull cap the orc in the head.
So I would like to cast using my cantrip guidance on myself, and then I want to cast command on the orc.
Okay.
So while it's grappled,
Alright, well, I still have to roll the grapple up.
So roll strength.
Okay. I get to roll dex for mine.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hell. It's gonna be an 8. No.
Why are you rolling with that one again?
I'm sorry. I thought maybe I had found the solution. I would like a reroll, please.
let me know if
Just
I need to
take
get my
all
dice
of
back.
these d20s, figure out what you need to do with your life.
Which one is going to solve my life? Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. But as
The
of
red
right
one
now, I
looks
rolled
menacing.
You rolled a natural 20.
So, okay, all right. So Ellison goes for the grapple, but he is significantly more muscly than
He's a
she
big guy.
expected because she's only grappled Meliachi before, and so it's just suddenly like she has a moment where she's like, I know where my arms are supposed to go, but they don't quite reach.
It doesn't feel right.
It doesn't quite work. So I'm just sort of hugging him from behind. He's just getting a beautiful little
Embrace.
Meliachi hug. Yeah, it's
Cute.
very fuzzy, very warm.
So then that, and then you are casting command. What are you commanding in?
So he does have to succeed a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
My spell save is currently 13.
He rolled an 11, so he's going to fail.
Yay! My one word command was gonna be forget.
Okay. So, Mo,
Or forget.
you are standing in front of him, gun to this pistol, and you watch as you can hear off in the distance PJ say, forget, and then you just see his eyes glaze over.
And then I'm gonna walk over. Hello, sir. You actually shouldn't be here. This is this is a construction zone. You need to go home.
Yeah, I guess that's
Come on.
right. Do you know where I live?
Oh yeah, you live just down the street and to the right, the one with the big yellow door, that's your place, okay?
Big yellow door.
Yeah, big yellow door. You're just gonna go out this
Do
door
you
right
think you
here?
could draw a map for me?
Nope, it's just that big yellow door down there. Go on out there. Yep, you go. Good job. You made
And then you shut the door behind him.
Shut the door behind him. All right, Captain. What's our next goal?
Uncocks the pistol, slides it back in the holster. Okay. Open up the top crate, the two bottom, open it up. Does anybody... Mo glances at you for a moment and just like... He goes back to her and he's like, go ahead and look through any of that stuff, that junk, see if it's useful. There might be
I
some
love
things
junk!
you can, yeah, the two bottom. I want to take a look at the top one.
All right. In the meantime, because Ellison is actually kind of useless when it comes to figuring out brand new technologies, she's gonna go and quietly use her healer's kit to bandage up that guy's ruined
unconscious
face. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mo's gonna see you do that. He's like, "What are you doing?" Pulls out his pistol and shoots him in the head, and then puts it back away and says, "Don't waste that."
Well, it's too late. For one thing, I have already clicked the checkbox, but Ellison is just going to stand back and look at you in utter shock. Like, that man could have had a family. We don't know anything about these people.
That man, healed, goes back to whatever her name is and tells her all about us.
And then tells her about the very nice Naliachi whom we should
that was
definitely
able to
leave.
heal him, and then she can... Right. Absolutely.
Moonspark rolls in. I found so much junk, everybody. His eye is just blinking red. I found so much junk.
You see that PJ's arms are just absolutely filled with action figures of the Emperor and just in the box communicators.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna sell so many of these communicators, and then these little action figures are great target practice, don't you think, Captain Mo?
That'd be great. Go set him up back there.
Yay!
You stop
Ellison-
trying to heal our enemies.
Ellison's going to grab one of those, just glaring at Mo, and just be like, I think I'm gonna put this in my pack to hold on to. And
Go
she's
right
gonna,
ahead.
She's gonna just like tuck that into her little backpack and be like, now I have a nice little emperor to carry around with me.
Oh, Captain Mo. Captain Mo, I did forget. I don't currently have any spell slots. I can't cast Healing Word on you. You're on your own.
That's fine.
Would somebody like a healing kit? Oh wait, I guess I'd have to shoot you then.
If I was an enemy, you're right, but I'm not, luckily. I want you first to go check those guys, loot them for whatever they have.
Was going to do that.
You're gonna heal them first.
Actually,
It's not because you told me to.
no, actually, I genuinely was literally about to say that I was going to go check the room and their pockets to see if there was anything interesting. But before I do, I'm just gonna it's rough healing. It's just like a little bit like it's like I'm just
You gotta
like
scratch
slapping
me
on-
as you're putting the band.
Right? Yeah, just it's like you get a bandage on there, but it's not quite right, And then just so you get
You hear Mo. He chuckles a little bit as you do this.
Yeah, my ears are just like fully back. What is your what are your hit dice? Do you have a D8 for your hit die?
Yeah, I have D8.
Okay, cool. Because you're gonna get one of your hit die back plus my proficiency bonus. So I roll it for you. You're gonna get 5 health back.
All right, cool.
Okay, all right. And then once I do that, it's gonna sort of like give a nice little good slap onto the shoulder, and then I'm gonna go and search around to see what I can find in pockets and perhaps like look at other crates, etc.
Okay.
PJ is playing with this junk and like, I hate when mom and dad fight.
Sorry, I know you said playing with this junk, but I heard playing with his junk.
Not with his junk.
I'm an auto gnome. I don't have junk.
There's no junk here.
The only junk I have is in my
Stop
crate.
playing with your nuts and bolts.
Oh no.
Okay, so do you want me to
So yeah,
roll investigation? Or
make an investigation check.
I'm the wrong person to be looking for any of this. I'm just gonna say that whatever I get and it's low, it's because I'm just really mad.
Right.
Yeah, because that is going to be 5.
Okay. So with your 5 in investigation, as you're checking the bodies, they have pretty notably, they have the cloaks that you guys could take as a disguise if you wanted to. They also have their weapons. They each have a sword and 2 very small blasters. Looking around at the crates and barrels, there's a lot of mundane cargo that seems to have been stolen, and like the orc said, that is intended to be resold.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and grab their cloaks. And then, with a little bit of a stink eye towards Mo, I'm going to grab one of the small blasters and just try to fit that into my belt. Carefully, trying not to shoot myself in the leg.
I want one too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab the other one and I will toss
And there are
that
4
to
total
PJ.
because there are 2 of them. Each of them had 2 small ones.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to grab one from Mo. He can get his own goddamn blaster.
Mo doesn't want one of those pewy little things.
Pew pew.
So, Mo's gonna pull this top crate off. Well, I guess we've technically done that already.
Yeah.
He's gonna. So Mo, being a smuggler, in the inside of his shin, in the inside of his pant leg, there's a flexible metal rod, and that he, the top, it's this tiny little sewn-in pocket. He pulls it out of his shin and then takes it. There's a button that on the top that allows him to make it erect. Sorry, I don't know what other word.
I didn't know humans could do that.
and he's gonna jam it in. It's pretty much like a
You're going to get it erect and then you're
I'm
going to
gonna
jam
get
it
it
in.
erect and jam it in, wiggle it around, do some wave. So pretty much it's like a flexible crowbar for emergencies. Jam it into the crate and then attempt to pry the lid off.
Okay. It very easily comes up. It also, as you're doing that, you can tell that it's been recently opened.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the crate, there is sort of a, like an insulation or like something similar to packing peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
And inside it, there is a large metal cylinder that you're not really sure what it is. It appears that it opens. You're at a loss here. You have no idea what this is. On the
What'd you
top,
see?
there is another device that appears to be attached onto that cylinder. And then on a small little screen in red letters, you see the word reprogrammed.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to take a look at this. I'm out of my depth.
Is it the same one I saw in my vision?
No. Different cylinder.
You can't have multiple black
There's
cylinders.
as many cylinders as I fucking want.
Rude. I got so excited. I was like, we did it. We found the thing that's killing Ladassa. Okay.
As just a real long shot.
Anyway.
I'm just gonna see if Ellison can just sort of peek into the crate, see if somewhere she has any sort of idea.
Nope, not at all.
None. Can't even think of something it's similar to.
It's a big metal cylinder.
Okay.
I was
yep.
just gonna use my identify.
Identify.
And
I
my
hate it
little
so
telescopic eye thing comes out from these closed little eyelid things and just zzz, zzz. What does it look like? What does it do?
As you activate your identify, the cylinder itself is just a containment vessel. It is pretty thick.
Before or after it became erect?
But it was thick. Both, yeah. So,
Got it.
yeah, it's a shower, not a grower. I hate it so much.
Oh, I learn its properties and how to use it, whether it requires attunement, and how many charges it has, if any, if there are any ongoing spells affecting the item, and what they are. And then I can also find out if it was created by a spell, what spell created it.
Inside, so the cylinder itself is just a containment device. Inside it, your senses come up across something that seems like cloud-like and is shifting inside, and after a moment your identify zooms in a little bit more, and you can
Enhance.
tell that it is enhanced. Inside there are tons and probably thousands or millions of tiny little nanobots floating around in there, and then the device that's on top that says reprogrammed appears to have done something to their software.
Captain Mo, we have a problem.
Great.
There's
Wonderful.
there's so many little micro nanobots in there. We're doomed. We can't let them get out.
Wait, Ellison is just instantly like, nanobots? I've never seen a nanobot. Can we open it
You
up?
don't
Can
want to
see,
see
like,
them.
all
They
the-
can get in there.
Oh,
Right
wait,
up in there.
Oh,
Has
like into the...
Mo,
Okay,
in
yeah.
any of his smuggling experience, ever dealt with anything like this?
I would say no.
It's a
Okay.
new technology made by Oblivico.
Yeah, and Ellison is very suddenly, she has found her line. The technology that she does not want to learn about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is very dangerous.
If it gets into, I don't want anything that can get into my body. That's That's
Well,
weird.
here's the thing. You can get it into everybody's bodies.
Okay.
Even mine.
So how do we incinerate this?
Well, would I know?
No. This is technology that none of you would be familiar with. The only reason that you know what it is at all is because of your fancy identify.
So
Thank you, Moon Lady.
Should we put it into the trunk of holding?
Oh, yeah.
The cylinder is like the exact size that it fits inside
Wow.
of you.
Oh, hold on. I gotta move some gold around.
Deus Machina. Okay. So, Mo, hearing Ellison say we need to destroy this stuff, he's like, well, you destroy this one canister, they make another one. Just because this one exists doesn't mean other ones don't exist.
I'm starting to get the sense that Oblivico is a company that we should not like.
Oh, yes, definitely. Any big corporation should be brought down.
I will say, you all would be pretty familiar, even as far as Naliechi.
Okay.
You would... Oblivico is just part of life. Your TV is probably from Oblivico. Like, they make everything.
They own everything and listen to everything.
You assumed so much about what my little monk order would have.
That's true.
Yeah, no, they're real strict about things over there. But I would have come across a whole bunch of Oblivico stuff over the course of my journey.
True,
And
yes.
through, like, the main city of Naliechi.
Even I'm part of Oblivico, and he turns around, he's got a little Oblivico.
Oblivico tag.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay,
a little
then
tag.
we can't hate the company that made my best friend.
Well, I'm just, cobbled together.
Let me have
Mo's
this.
he's just perplexed.
We're best friends.
Yeah, that's not the perplexing part. Mo walks over to one of the guys, pulls off the shoe, and then tosses it over to Ellison, who's like, look at the bottom of that. He does the same with a jacket. Like, you can see, he just treats the dead body as a rag doll, just pulling the jacket and tosses it at her. Everything at some point you see, it just says Oblivico on it.
Oh, okay, so they're a monopoly. Yes, I'm okay with burning that to the ground. Let's go destroy a monopoly.
It's like Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this crate's empty. We have to be aware. So I guess we're going back to
Yeah,
I'm terrible with names.
What's
Silax.
Silax gonna do with this thing? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he's really the best the Empire has to offer.
He might not be the best, but he's paying us.
Well, what are we gonna do about Miss Talon?
Avoid?
Oh.
Forever?
But we are in her turf,
we
as
should,
the humans say.
we should maybe make an exit.
Wrap
Let's
it
do
up?
that.
Yeah, we need to get
Yeah,
out of
okay,
here.
let's get the hell out of here.
But before we leave, we need to know that one guy escaped, meaning that they have a clue in we did this. So we need to be especially careful leaving.
Okay.
So, let's not go through the front.
Alright.
But
Okay.
wouldn't they be expecting us to go out the back?
They would be expecting it. Yeah, they might be. Sure.
Should we go out a window instead?
But they're-
Wait. Mo then notices there's one fire barrel left standing next to him.
There is.
Pulls out his pistol, shoots it, hoping to explode that wall.
So, you do that. Cool. You do that, and the explosion that follows is so much more volatile than any of the other ones.
Oh, that was a good batch.
Go ahead and everyone make a dexterity save for me.
Oh my god.
God, this
That's a natural 20.
nice.
Thank you.
That's a 21 again.
Okay.
It was a
You
dexterity
need to
save.
use my
Dexterity
dice.
save.
Wow.
Okay.
All really high.
18
So all three of you rolled really well. So
plus
this
0.
explosion happens. It takes out basically this entire side of the warehouse.
Oh my god.
That
Just
was a good one.
has been blown up. There are pieces of crates and barrels and everything flying in all directions. You all just happen to stand your ground.
Why
Your
did I
ears
shoot
are
that
ringing.
damn
What
barrel
ears?
First?
Your hearing sensors?
Nope.
What do robots have instead of
None
ears?
of that. It's magic, baby.
Your audio input. Yeah.
Aux cable.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just hear static for a second.
Everybody out. And Mo starts running. Now that
Okay,
there's a
yeah.
huge distraction.
Healy
going
Just,
on.
Ellison's gonna just, try to try to pull up her hood again, just brushing rubble and like dust off of her to be like, I'm fine, everything's fine, I wasn't involved in this, just going out.
PJ just scarf and then
Where are you guys going? Are you going out the front or back door? And then in what direction are you headed now?
We're following him. Which way you
go
go?
back
going out.
to the rusty tankard.
I'm going out the front.
Okay.
Okay,
Because, I mean, with that explosion would have cleared out the front of the building, the side, and partial of the, well, I guess the other back. The back of the building. So, yeah, I'm running out the front.
So we're
Still
up into
on
this
guard, but not as worried as I was.
Gotcha. So as the three of you go running out to the front door, there are people kind of coming back and forth that are just staring as this building is burning and will, unless someone puts it out, it will soon be gone. And you all just run, and are you headed where? Back towards Silax?
I mean, my plan is to go to Silax to get rid of whatever we have as fast as we can. I mean, smuggler... unspoken smuggler laws would be whatever goods I have, I want to get that gone and get the money now.
Okay, alright. Well, I guess we'll head back to Silax and then, kill him if needed.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, okay. At this point, we're just sort of like, we are operating in Moe's world. And Ellison is just kind of along for the ride. So, yeah. And as we're going out, running past anybody, I'm just going to be like, don't ever start a meth lab.
You see,
Just start seeding that story,
one person, as you say that, they're like, oh, and they just start running back towards presumably their own meth lab.
Say no to drugs.
Yeah,
Great.
you know what? Hopefully when we come back to this place, it's a little bit more drug-free than it was before.
Is it?
Hey, y'all quit that smoking.
So, you all make your way back out of Black Glass Falls and into Jade Haven, which is the capital city, which is above Black Glass Falls. As you do, you pass by several large screens, and you see on the bottom meth lab explosion in Black Glass Falls with video of the burning building. And you continue towards the
Imperial Guard.
Yes, the Imperial. Yes,
like-
Where Silax is.
Yeah.
where Silax is. Yes.
It's incredible how fast news spreads.
So you all head back into Jade Haven and towards the Imperial HQ where you expect to find Silax.
As we are heading on our way there, I'm gonna hurry up to Mo and just... Mo, are we going to ask him what he wants to do with this thing? If it's as dangerous as you say, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the guy. Don't we want to make sure it's not gonna fall into the wrong hands? We just took it out of the wrong hands. I don't want to put it back into bad hands, And his hands seem grabby and gross.
Mo, he's gonna keep walking straight ahead, but Mo is going to. You see, Mo, he is fidgeting with his coat, and he's kind of like. It looks like he's keeping something big underneath his coat, and he checks on it every once in a while and whatnot. Then he looks over at you and says, I'm sure you don't like him, but you ain't got the history that I have with him. And I'm not asking any questions. All I'm doing is getting paid. You're getting paid. She's getting paid. And then we're leaving. You can ask your questions if you want, but know that every question you ask, he usually docks $1,000 or 1,000 credits for each period, each question mark you make. I just drop it, go.
Okay. Allison's gonna sort of pull back a little bit. She's lost some trust in Mo, so...
Ooh,
We're gonna-
Allison, maybe
Huh?
we should find you a potion of mind reading or something.
That's a thing.
Yeah, they have those.
Mo?
Detect thoughts.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mo's attempting to, knowing that the thing is inside of her, Mo's attempting to make it look like he has the thing. He wants to be the distraction to keep any suspicion off of her.
Okay.
So he's trying to draw any attention from. He's not trying to make it aware, but if anybody were watching, he's trying to make it where it looks like he has the thing.
Make a performance check for me.
Sure, that's gonna be. It's a 10.
Okay. With your 10, you do a fine job. You guys are like, why is he fidgeting so much? It looks a little awkward, but if someone knew that you were carrying that kind of cargo, they might think that you have it.
Okay. All right. And so Ellison's just going to be whispering with PJ back here about, you know, the minder thing.
Oh yeah. So if we find like some kind of artificer or maybe like a apothecary that I know humans go to, or like a medical clinic or something, they've got to be leads to find potions of detect thoughts. You can start reading those thoughts. You won't be able to read mine, I don't think, because it's just computer.
Yeah. Well, I don't need to read your emotions, PJ. You wear those on your sleeve. That's why I like you. You know, in Naliachi, we have a plant that if you eat it widens your perception. Like, way widens your perception.
I can't eat.
That's a shame. It's a great time.
Yeah.
Colors get real vivid. It's lovely. But it seems like what you're talking about takes you even a step further, where you widen your perception so far that you get to see into other people's brains.
Technically, I guess. I've never had one. I can't drink either.
You know, PJ, we gotta figure out how to get you some life experiences.
Yeah.
Mo, overhearing that, he's still walking forward, still fidgeting with his coat, and he says loud enough for them to hear. You know, when I was further out, I heard about this Cerulean construct that machines use to widen their mind. I don't know how it works. It's not like us just drinking something down and suddenly you're seeing elephants in a field or whatever, but it's supposed to do something similar, but with numbers or, I don't know, stars.
Oh.
Anyways, if I come across it, I'll get you something.
Don't worry about that. I've got the moon to tell me. That's
Right.
how I see things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone just gets quiet.
Okay, well, let's just keep going.
Oh, you remember the moon told me several helpful things.
The moon has told you many things. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, she sounds very nice.
She is very nice. She comes, sees me every day.
Okay.
Every night.
Yeah. Oh, is there a mechanic nearby?
This one would need a programmer, not a mechanic.
Do we know anybody like that?
Probably the one who reprogrammed this thing.
Okay, PJ. You hold in. You hold in there, buddy.
Absolutely. That's all I know how to do.
All right. Off we go.
Okay. So you all arrive at the Imperial HQ of Jade Haven. This is not the biggest place, not the biggest headquarters of the Empire on Ladassa. They have one that's outside of the city that's even larger. This one is more akin to a police force in the city.
Oh, this is where the losers are delegated to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
These are the less good officers of the law.
And as you arrive, are you all just like walking into HQ to go find Silax, or what's the plan?
Well, I mean, despite disliking Silax, Ellison doesn't have any reason to distrust anybody else here. So.
I opened my coat and let the junk that was in my coat fall out, and I just yelled, "Silax!"
My action figures.
We'll pick him up in a moment. Silax!
You're just outside the building?
No, I walked
Walking in. Okay.
I walked in.
So as you walk into the lobby of the building, you see there's a long desk. There are several receptionists that are there that are sort of directing people. One of them is a Hadezi woman who is talking to Silax as he just leans across the table, looking very interested in her. And as you walk in, screaming his name, he turns around, looks at you, and says, "Ah, hello, love."
Starshine!
Yeah. We do you have a place we can talk at?
Yeah, sure, come with me. And he leads you into the elevator. As it shuts, he says, "I trust you've got what I asked you for."
What do you want it for?
I need it to keep my job here.
Okay. But what's it for?
I don't know. I don't know what's in the crates.
Uh-oh.
Why? Did you open them?
No.
Okay. Where are the crates then?
Well, to be specific, you just said you wanted the things back that were in the crates.
Yeah, you didn't
never
specify.
said you needed the crates. And besides, you think we're gonna tote an entire crate through a city and that not look suspicious.
Fair enough.
Alright.
We exploded them.
You exploded the crates.
Yes, but not the ones that you were asking for. We did explode other crates. Jesus.
Was that meth lab explosion?
It was
No.
a horrible tragedy.
Has nothing to do with us. That was something
Yeah.
dealing with whatever that one person's name is.
Apparently, there were 2 casualties.
Navessa.
Navessa.
Yeah.
She's the one you said was scary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
turns
she-
out also really into meth. Yeah,
She
yeah.
was. Yeah,
2
she was there.
casualties.
It's really sad how that happens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Horrifying.
Yep. So, I'm not going to give you anything in the elevator until we're out in a different room.
Sure. You have been thinking this whole time that you were moving. He reaches out and presses the button, and then you start moving, and there's just this like awkward silence for a moment, and then the
Elevator music.
elevator music, and the doors come open, and he says, "Come with me," and he just leads the way right into a very nice conference room. There are windows that face towards the interior of the building, and he walks over to those windows and draws the curtains shut. He sits down at the head of the table and makes himself comfortable.
Mo walks out of the elevator and he's like, thank God, because the accent was starting to stink that place up. And so then he walks up through the room and then stands and then motions at PJ. And then Mo is hoping you'll go someplace advantageous in the room just in case this is
Oh yeah. Okay.
PJ barely opens his trunk and pulls out an action figure instead. These were in the crates.
All of them.
Most of them. The rest was just broken planks at this point.
Make a deception check.
Ellison, in the meantime, while people are doing this, is going to move in such a way that she can both reach the door
Oh no.
and reach Psylocke if she needs to. So she's going to stand on one side of that table, where she's just sort of halfway between those two things.
Look, he said he didn't know what it was in the crates.
Well, Mo is not part of this line. Mo is confused and he's like looking, he's on the edge of saying what they got and then just clonking PJ in the head because he wants his money.
What was that deception roll?
17.
Okay. He says, strange. Thought it would be something more interesting if the Syndicate is after it.
That's what we thought too. But Ellison brought up a good point. She thinks it might have been a decoy
Yes. Yep.
A decoy for what?
for where they moved the actual crates.
Sure.
But frankly, I think that we really do need to be talking about these action figures and the power of propaganda. How do we not know that's what the Syndicate's after?
You think the Syndicate wants to, what, make people like the Empire?
No, make them like the Empire less by taking his very, frankly, adorable action figures out of stores so that children don't get to learn about the majestic, beautiful Emperor.
And rigging them to explode.
Really? To explode?
Yes.
Yeah, it's how the meth lab exploded, remember?
Right. He's just like baffled as he's looking around at each of...
Frankly, Ellison's a little baffled too.
Mo is trying to keep this lie straight, but he's not good at it.
So, all that was in the crates is a bunch of action figures, and you've, of course, brought them all back. 3 crates worth.
Oh, you wanted all the action figures?
Well, I wanted as much of the cargo as you could retrieve.
A lot of it was blown up, I'm gonna be honest with you.
So you've got, what, 10 action figures there?
Yeah, all those on the ground. But also, there was an escapee.
An escapee.
Mm-hmm.
One
One
is-
escaped the meth lab.
Interesting. And we've received intel about a leader in the Syndicate, an orc. Was he there?
Oh, yes, but that's okay. I convinced him to forget.
To forget what?
Exactly.
Pretty much his entire life. I watch his life just blink out in his eyes.
He was just factory reset.
So you just reset his ass and set him loose.
He could be reprogrammed.
Interesting. You know, I think I may have misjudged you all.
Yeah, Ellison's just gonna look at Silax and be like, you could just make your whole
That
life
one
work.
man's head has exploded in front of you, flashes through your mind.
I'm here to help.
Her just eviscerating the guy.
Yeah, Ellison is still best of friends with PJ, but she has a new respect for PJ's power and perhaps the lack of empathy that comes along with being a robot.
Well, I'm kind of having empathy. I'm not giving the bad guy the bad thing that you said was bad.
Okay.
Well, I think that it's fair that since you only brought back a portion of the cargo, 100 credits each.
Oh,
You can hear Mo. He. This, you're gonna hate this, but Mo's all about money. So Mo leans over and says, "If you don't get all my goddamn credits, I swear to God, you're not gonna have a head." And he starts reaching for his pistol to get that thing out and give it to him.
Get what thing out?
The rest of everything we found,
All the rest of the action figures that we
whatever
found?
it is you found, pull it out and give it all to him.
shit. Root in there. And pulls out 2 bags of gold.
What am I supposed to do with that?
These were for me.
They're from you.
No, I wanted them, but you can have them.
I don't need that.
So I can keep it.
I guess.
That's my gold.
DJ just goes feral.
I like to melt it down and replace my parts when needed.
How weird. You said this is your robot.
Yep,
No, I'm sorry. PJ is.
it's owned. Yes.
You all are just so strange.
At your service.
We're certainly a group of lovable scamps.
That's one word for it.
But anyway, I will admit that I did do the explosions. So if you want to pay just Mo, you absolutely can.
Sure, sounds great to me. He starts clicking away at his communicator, and you get a deposit of 100 credits.
Hey, I said 300 for all of it to Mo.
Wait,
I,
I'll keep mine. I'll keep
You
mine.
just want to just pay him the thing, you know? Just all of us, just pay that to him.
actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know that I ever agreed to pay a robot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Technically you did just pay them. Technically, I just get the servant's fee afterwards for my assistance, and it's really only $2, and then I pay it back for my rent. So
Sure. He clicks away again, and you get another 100 credit deposit.
oh, what about the hazard pay?
We're gonna
There
have a
was no
talk about
hazard
this
pay.
when we're outside
What would you like to talk about, Mo?
with them, whether or not we want to continue this farce.
Interesting. Well, I suppose you all better be going on your way.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're quite busy with other things to attend to.
Tons of it.
Hail the Empire or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, I turn and I stalk off. I am not happy. I want my
Uh-oh.
money, and I know that if caught in a lie with Silax, that would be bad. So turning on them and getting the thing out of her would both money means more to Mo right now than these two necessarily do. But
We're trauma
I'm
bonded.
I'm more worried about how Silax will respond to them lying, and then me lying, because that gets back to Del Tret. about me not being a good little soldier. So I storm out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and as he storms out, and I'm just very confused as to why he's upset about this. As we're going, I'm gonna turn to PJ and very quietly be like, so we're not gonna give it to that guy because he's clearly corrupt, but like we can trust the rest of the Imperial guards, right? Why don't we just give it to
Mo
somebody else?
whips. So are we away from Silax?
Yeah, he's still sitting in the conference room. You all have stormed
whips
out.
around. There is he starts laying into both of you. Spittle's coming out of his mouth. He's like, "You want to fucking give it to somebody else when we could have gotten a goddamn pay?" And he's screaming. He's absolutely pissed off.
Hey,
I
Mo,
feel like
you're causing a
Silax
scene.
should hear that.
Mo,
As you
you're
think
causing
that,
a scene.
you turn back around. Standing in the doorway of the conference room, leaning against it, is a smiling Silax, just enjoying watching this go down.
I don't think it's wise to cause a scene.
But I'm going to just start like shoving Mo towards the elevator, being like,
You want to fucking shove me? You want to shove me?
You can yell at me
He
outside.
like rolls up his sleeves like, "I'll fucking fight you, goddamn monk."
yeah, okay, all right.
Grab him by his angry ponytail. We gotta get out of here.
I want more money. I was promised more.
We'll get your money. Oh my god.
Ellison is going to put her hand on Mo's back and sink her claws into him and push him towards the elevator. Just silently, furiously shoving him in that direction.
Goodbye, loves.
Bye!
Moonspark waves as the elevator just closed.
The elevator's closed. Mo is still screaming.
These two are.
Yeah, just see her claws just digging in.
In the elevator, PJ will be like, sorry, Captain Mo. Sorry about the change of plans.
Yeah, but clearly we couldn't trust that dude. He's gross.
I don't trust the Empire at all because my creator said not to, and also, I would rather not give the nanobots to anybody who don't know how to use them properly because I don't want anybody to get hurt. I mean, the moon would be very upset if I did that.
Yes, yeah, it would.
Mo's he's breathing in the corner, face is ready. He's like, right now I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking about your little moon in the sky, but
She's a
we
big
just
moon
went
now.
through a few firefights. Somebody got away, shot a man on the ground with somebody trying to help him when it was pointless,
I think.
and then we didn't get our money at the end. And you want to give it to somebody else for free?
Well, Captain
Then
Mo.
what sense does it make? And how do you know you can trust it? We don't even know what that shit is in her stomach.
Yeah, I don't think we should give it to anybody until we find out what it is.
Right.
Yeah. See, now we don't have
That-
satellites on our back. But
I'm better if we don't give it to anybody right now. But then worrying about trusting somebody, Oblivico made it. Oblivico probably can make more of it. Silax, we don't know where it's going to go, but so what? We get paid.
Well,
We don't have to worry about what Silax is going to do with it.
I feel like that so what is doing a lot of work. So what could be, I mean, you say these things are super dangerous. It could be the destruction of what, like a city?
Well,
A
it could.
planet?
Well, I'm thinking because of the visions that Moon Mommy sent me, that this could probably actually maybe have something to do with the whole, decaying of Ladassa.
Okay, you know what? I'm on the side of Moon Mommy. Yeah. I'm with Moon Mommy on this one. Let's not give the nanobots away until we know what they do.
Well, I would like to do a long rest if we could, because I would like to talk to my moon if I can.
And frankly, I think you need to sleep it off.
Well,
I have some of that flour. I brought it with me. You know the stuff that
Mo just reaches out. He's well accustomed. Go.
Okay, all right. And
It's exported off your planet.
Mo, have you thought about seeing a doctor for your high blood
I
pressure?
have seen a fucking doctor. I'm gonna swallow this shit.
Ellison is going to pull out a little tiny dried nugget of catnip.
Mo takes it and eats and just starts munching on it.
Oh, you're supposed to smoke it. But you know what? I'm sure you'll still get something. It just may not be as pleasant.
But Mo, as he's munching through this, it looks like he's just chewing oregano right now. He's like, I can determine price for whoever the buyer is of this.
Absolutely. But I would like to check with Moon Mommy to make sure that nobody would get hurt if we let this
Check
go.
with whatever you want. At the end, I want my credits.
If Moon Mommy says we can give it to Silax, we will.
Got it.
Okay, so you guys are headed where now? You guys want to take a long rest?
Mo
Yeah.
doesn't know where he's
Should
going.
we go back
because-
to the Rusty Tankard where we stopped in for food and rest last time?
That's not down in the Black Glass
That is
Halls,
down in
right?
Black Glass
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
never
let's not go down there.
Is there any like nice place out here that we can?
Yeah.
Is Mo familiar with this area?
Is he? That's a good question.
He would.
I mean, all criminal undergrounds have to be set up the same way.
While Mo is thinking through what is going on, Ellison is going to be typing into her communicator a message to her friend saying, wow, this whole thing is really going on a lot longer than I thought. But, hopefully I will see you soon. Hey, by the way, any suggestions for good hotels in the area? Preferably cheap.
After a few seconds, you get a message back, and it just says, The Emerald Vine.
Oh, okay. It's gonna say, thank you, can't wait to see you. And then a little smiley face, which she's gonna figure out how to do, but then it's gonna kind of turn into like one of those faces, but she won't catch it in time.
Okay, cool. So as you send that message, you then get a second one back, and it says, when you have a chance, come to the Velvet Lantern, come alone.
Oh, okay. I'll be like, oh, Nelly at your reunion, and I'll just send back a thumbs up. It's just the words thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yeah, not the emoji.
Where was it? Meet at where?
The Velvet Lantern.
Yeah, thank you for writing that down.
Mo is.
I'm going to mention the name of the Emerald Vine to everybody, by the way.
Mo knows about a place called the Toy House. Mo wants to go there, but he doesn't want anybody else to come with him.
Is that where the courtesans are?
No, don't worry about it. And he just walks off
It's
towards
fine.
it.
Let him go off and do his thing. You want to go find the Emerald Vine with me?
So, did you say Emerald Vine to me?
Yes,
Okay,
I
got
did
it.
mention
So
the
that's
Emerald
in my head. I storm off.
Okay.
Well, Mo storms off.
I would like to find the Emerald Vine. What is it?
Oh, it's a hotel.
Lovely.
So yeah, well,
I don't sleep.
do our communicators have? It's okay, PJ. Do our communicators have do I have Google Maps?
Yeah, you have Google Maps.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna.
It's
Yeah,
fun. You have
Oblivion
Oblivico
Maps.
Maps.
Yeah,
Oblivico
okay,
Maps.
yeah, Oblivico Maps. PJ, can
Oblivi
you
Maps.
can you
Oblivi Maps.
Oblivion Maps.
PJ, can you help me out here? How do I put
Oh,
in a
absolutely.
destination? Oh, okay. I didn't catch any of that, but I'm sure it'll be
Oh,
fine.
you want me to show you slower?
No, let's just go.
Okay.
All right, and so I'm just gonna follow my little Pip-Boy all the way to the Emerald Vine.
Okay. As you approach, the Emerald Vine is a building that, as soon as you see it, you know what it is. In big letters across the top, it says the Emerald Vine. There are also, sculpted on vines up the wall. And as you enter, it is a sort of middle class to slightly upscale tavern. They have several staircases that lead up to where there is rooms available, but this bottom floor is a tavern. It's full of tables. There are people drinking and
Okay.
having a good time.
As I walk in, I'm just gonna be like, I think maybe my friend missed the cheap part. But regardless, I'm going to try to maneuver my way up to a desk and see if I could ask somebody about a room.
Okay. A tiefling woman with several piercings in her lips and nose and ears, like tons of piercings. She comes over and she's like, what can I get you?
Oh, how much is a room?
100 credits a night.
Oh, cool. Okay. We could, okay, 100 credits. Is that's like base, right? Is that one bed? Is that two beds? Is
One
that
bed.
Just one? Okay.
Do you need more than one?
What about two beds?
2 beds, that goes up to 150.
You know what? I can get half of it for my friend. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna book it just for one night.
2 beds?
Yep.
All right, that'll be 150 credits then.
Okay, I'm gonna look at PJ and be like, PJ, can you just
PJ is gonna transfer their 70 credits to Ellison.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not the person that I was talking about, but okay, I'll take it.
Oh,
But no, it's fine. You just get it. You get it from Mo. Okay, but I just know. But like, how do I transfer it from here to that? Yeah.
She scans it like a little grocery store scanner.
Oh, it's like okay. I'm. You know, it's just it's new. It's the new
Takes
model.
some getting used to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, also, do you have any Naliachi specials here? Any food or?
We actually have lots of off-world delicacies, and she just like reaches behind her. There's like bottles of basically any kind of liquor from throughout the system, and she says, "And we've got food in the back. Is there something in particular you're looking for?"
Do you have the Naliachi mead?
Yeah.
One made with the...
Grabs a bottle.
How much is that?
Well, you know those are imported.
Well, yes. So am I.
Well, yeah. 800 credits a bottle.
what's that?
How dumb do you think I am?
Yeah.
I've been a bartender for a long time.
Yeah, you know, okay, we're just gonna, it's okay, PJ, it's okay. It's, you know, it's fine. We're just gonna, I wish I brought some of those bottles with me now, because I can buy it real cheap. And Naliachi, I'm just gonna scoot it, like, back to the other side, but very gently, you know.
Yeah,
'cause
don't touch that. That's expensive.
I don't want to accidentally knock it over. And I'm gonna be like, what's the cheapest thing that I can get?
Well, it's the stuff, it's called Haddisy Grog. They make it in a big barrel. I'm not really sure what all's in it.
Oh,
It's 5
I know
credits a
humans
glass.
like water.
Oh, well, I mean, I also like water. Thank you, PJ. But I was looking for something a little stronger to get me through the end of this day. Yeah, let's take a cup of that Haddisy grog.
All right, that'll be 5 credits.
Oh, that's,
She
yeah,
reaches
that I can do. Yeah, okay.
She scans it. She goes over to a massive barrel and takes a little metal cup and fills it, puts it down, says, "All right."
Okay, all right. And you know
The
what?
bartender saying
She's a
all right to
And
you.
this is where Ellison gets to, you know, because the tiefling's a attractive tiefling, and so Ellison's just gonna give her a little wink and then just shoot that back.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Guidance.
Yay! I do have that guidance. That's gonna come in handy. Where's my Constitution saving throw? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where's my guidance? That's a D4, right? Okay. That's gonna be an 8.
So with an 8, Ellison just absolutely slams that back and then just like spitting it up everywhere. It's like burned all the way down into your chest, and also you kind of feel like the hair on your chest just grows a little bit.
Oh yeah, like she definitely just like poofs out a little bit more. Yeah. Just gonna get one more.
How about I get you some wine instead?
That sounds great.
It'll be 20 credits. She scans that
Oh,
and she gets you
just, yeah,
a
like-
nice wine.
Yeah, before Ellison can even say no to that, it just scanned off. Like, okay, yeah, and she's gonna take the wine. And how drunk am I already from that grog?
You're feeling it already.
Okay.
With an 8 in
Yeah.
Constitution, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to PJ with my wine and be like, PJ, you should try some of that grog. I think it would be great.
I can't drink.
Have you tried?
I don't want to rust.
So Ellison's just gonna pick up her wine. She's gonna try to give the bartender another wink, and it's gonna kind of come across as like a
It's just a hard blink.
both eyes just fully closed, and it is not adorable. I'm just gonna be like, come on, PJ, let's go sit down.
Absolutely, right this way. Ellison, just put your hand on my head and I'll lead you there.
Okay, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna hold on to her head and just let her take me there and be like, wow, that grog really does hit hard. And I'll tell you, Naliachi stuff is no joke.
No, it was $800.
I gotta figure out how to steal that.
Oh,
Alright, so I guess we'll make eye contact and then we'll allow us to jump away.
Sure. So, Mo, you
Mo.
head to the toy house.
He's walking down the thoroughfare. He's keeping to himself, shrugging his duster around him, keeping the brim of his hat over his eyes. He knows exactly where he's going. He gets to one of the smaller alleys. It's well lit. There's lights rimming the top of the building. He walks down, keeping mostly to the shadows, not wanting to be seen until he gets to one of the iron doors with the slide in it. He bangs on it in a certain rhythm.
As he does, a dwarf man answers the door, says, "Can I help you?"
I'm here to see Vanessa.
Who's asking?
Ricker.
He shuts the door. There's like a couple of minutes, and then he opens it again. Says, "Come on."
So Mo walks in. He kind of he pulls his collar up around his face just to hide it from anybody seeing him, and he walks further in. Goes right into Vanessa's office.
Okay. As you enter her office, she is writing on a piece of paper. She looks up at you, looks back down at the paper, and says, "Can I help you?"
We set this up a long time ago, Vanessa. I think you know what I'm here for.
I do. You paying the usual amount?
Double.
Sure. She takes one of the little scanners, similar to what Ellison just experienced at the bar, and just sets it on her desk. Doesn't even actually put the transaction through.
Mo's gonna pick it up, and he's gonna flip, and it's triple. And he scans it and puts the scanner back down, and then turns around and walks.
As you exit the room, she looks up at the little scanner and sees that you did that, and just smiles to herself and continues.
As he's walking back in the hallway, there's a certain style of walking that Mo does when he's in these places, and as he does it, it's a little song that he had made up with some of the kids that he visits. And so as he walked towards Vanessa, he was making the song with his feet, and all the kids starts after paying, all the kids start circling around him, and you see Mo, for pretty much the first time, smile, and he picks up a kid. I might cry. And he says, "How you doing, Declan?"
"I'm doing good. It's good to see you."
"It's good to see you too, Declan."
"It's been kind of a while."
"Yeah, hard stuff sometimes, but, well, now it's not so hard."
He just looks at you, and there's like almost an understanding there, and then he says, "Do you want to play blocks?"
"Ah, yeah, let's play blocks."
"I have blocks over here." And he just, as you set him down, he just runs off to get the blocks, and
Mo takes that moment, wipes a tear out of his eye, and then heads into the room.
all right. And we will pick up there next time.
All right, so Ellison, good and toasty at this point, has just messaged her friend on her communicator after much effort to be like, I'm on my way, right? To say that she's going to come and meet her at the Velvet Lantern. And so she just sort of leaves PJ up in the room, who very much was just like, aye, aye, Captain, and decides to head off using the Oblivico map that PJ programmed for her to find her way to the Velvet Lantern.
Okay. So as you arrive at the Velvet Lantern, the outside of it is very unassuming. As you walk into the door, you are immediately greeted by a massive and almost pornographic painting of a man and woman. Looking around this room, it is just filled with courtesans, and you realize that you have just walked right into a brothel.
Okay, alright. Definitely, not what I was expecting. So just kind of take a moment, look around the room and go, okay, alright. There's no judgment happening here, but I am curious as to why my friend is here. So I guess I'm gonna look for somebody who looks like they are unengaged.
Okay. Unengaged. You find a courtesan in a little dress that could very easily be removed if like one tie was undone. But yeah, she's just standing around.
Okay, and she's gonna walk up to her and be like, love the gown, like the easy access string you've got going. I'm looking for Kiyashi.
I got you. And she grabs your hand and takes you towards the back of the brothel, and you see there's an atrium that just stretches up across several floors. There are balconies on each floor, and the courtesan just sticks her 2 fingers into her mouth and whistles, and a second later, Kiasha appears up on the 2nd floor, and she is dressed. As you're looking around, you see courtesans everywhere, but Kiasha is dressed in almost armor. She has a blaster on each hip, and she just stands up on the balcony and says, "Ellison, welcome."
Ellison's gonna just breathe a little sigh of relief and be like, not to say to the courtesan next to her, just be like, not that there's no judgment here, just, my friend in arms, that I prefer her in anyway, and they're just gonna walk away and be like, Kiasha, hi, and then just sort of hurry my way up to wherever she is.
Okay. As you meet her on the balcony of the 2nd floor, she hugs you and she says, I should have told you before you came all this way, but I couldn't risk it.
I mean, I get it. Things change in life. University's expensive.
No, I'm not a courtesan.
Well, okay. I mean, again, there'd be no judgment. But, nice. Okay, good. Yeah, so what do you just do, security?
Not exactly. I'm a member of the rebellion. We hide out here.
Rebellion against what?
The Empire.
Okay. This is becoming a bit of a theme. Let's talk about it.